Hello everybody. So in this video I'm going to talk about how I scored 7.5 in IELTS academic in just 5 days. Before starting, I would like to say I had a fair amount of grasp in the language, so all these points that I'm going to discuss might be helpful for the people who are in the same situation like mine. So with that said, let's begin. So I'm going to talk about reading section first because it was a section that required a lot of attention from my end, because when I see a lot of paragraphs on my computer, I just kind of give up in the middle way and just not read the whole thing through. So what I did this time was I solved nearly 4 to 5 reading mock tests each day for 5 days. And how I approached was I saw what kind of questions they would ask related to the comprehension paragraph. Usually they would go to the questions like true or false or not given. So there would be a question, or there would be a statement, and you have to say whether that statement is actually the meaning that the author is trying to say from all these paragraph or from the respective paragraph in the whole thing for this reading section. So if it is yes, so you have to say true. If it is not, false. And if that particular bit of information is not stated in the paragraph in any way or form, then that's called not given. After that, there would be a couple of fill in the blanks where you have to put either one word answer or 2 to 3 word answer. There's another type of question which is headline matching, which means the paragraphs would be counted or numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, or they would have letters like A, B, C, D, and certain stuff like certain one liner will be given to you, and they would ask you to match that one liner with the concerned paragraph in the reading comprehension part. Another one that I saw was a table completion, which means that the same thing like a headline matching but in a table format. So that is how I understood that the reading comprehension required this sort of answers from my end. Once I realized that, I started highlighting in the paragraphs, mostly years, mostly name, and anything interesting or factual. I would highlight them because then it'll help me realize that whether the bit of information is actually being talked about in the paragraphs, or what was where I should look basically when I get related questions. So that is how reading helped me. Now the writing part. Writing part is divided into two tasks. So first task is basically you'll be given um, sort of charts, graphs, and all these data analysis type of things. So what they are looking after is you have to interpret them scientifically by talking about, say you are giving a pie chart. Oh sorry, you're given a bar chart. Then you can say that we are seeing the population of a particular country growing between 2008 to 9 by this percent, something like that. So you need to say either grow, or there's another word for like grown sharply, some sort of things like that. And when you do it, just try to read the question very nicely, as in, like, if you describe what you see on the graph or the chart as it is, that might not be enough as an answer, because if they ask you to actually correlate between those data points, then you have to do it. And it's better if you are able to do it in a sequential manner. And for the task two, I would say that take a lot of time and first write it down, write your ideas down. You'll be given a particular topic and you'll be asked to write nearly 250 words on that topic. So, first read the question very carefully, what is required from your end, and try to put uh, what sort of information you're going to express through that piece of writing. Say, now you can You can ask, say, you've been giving a very hard topic and you don't know what to write. It's okay, probably if you don't have knowledge in that area. I don't think they will give you that tough kind of thing, but I'm still saying it will be a little bit general. And you don't have to put the points like according to this research, we have seen this. If it's very difficult to remember the research name and what they are trying to say, so basically go with the general information that is given to you, try to expand that and give example if possible, and it should be related. And I would say do not deviate from the ask of the question. Next is listening. So listening is divided into four tasks. So I would suggest if you want to be if you want to get 8 or 9 in listening, so first of all you should actually follow the instruction. They will say you that you have to for you should have a look at the questions between 1 to 4, and then they will play a conversation and then answer that accordingly. So I would say follow that instruction, because what happens if you see the questions first, you'll get an idea that what the conversation is about and what type of information you should pick up from that conversation. Next is speaking. Speaking, for me, it was divided into three section. First, it'll be an introduction section. uh, please be sure of, or please listen to what the examiner is asking you and answer the question the way it needs to be answered. As in, when I say that thing, means just answer the question directly and do not deviate or say something which it does not answer or directly answer the question. Secondly, you'll be given random topic to speak. So first, when you introduce yourself, the second task will be based on that previous introduction. They will pick up a point and they will ask like a conversational question between those topic. So then again, please answer the question in a direct manner. Do not deviate from what is being asked. Third one is the trickiest one. So you'll be given 1 minute to prepare about a topic. You'll be given a topic, and in that topic, you'll be given certain points you have to talk about in that topic. So you are given 1 minute to think about and to write it on the paper. Once you are done, then they will allow you to speak for 2 minutes. And don't worry, it's just that if you feel like it's going to stretch out more than 2 minutes, the examiner will politely ask you to stop at the moment, at that time. So, what they are looking for, I've observed, is they're looking for if you are taking pause to find the right word versus you are taking the pause to find the right thought. Those two things are different. They are trying to find if it's happening with first thing is happening with you, then probably they're going to deduce some mark. And if you are pausing just to get whatever is you're thinking, whatever that you're thinking in a thought process into a verbal manner, it's okay. Just don't pause for a long time. You can take a pause to comprehend what you're thinking. Just put it in a sequence and then speak, because it's always better to speak after you think. So that is not a big deal. And of course, you don't need to have an accent when you speak. It's okay if you speak in your own whatever comfortable way you speak. It's all right. And for the writing as well as speaking part, I forgot to mention that if you can speak with an unknown vocabulary, provided that vocabulary word or that particular word should fit the context, then that is also a bonus point that will be considered, as the person knows they have an extensive vocabulary or uses like local colloquialism kind of thing. With that said, I think I have covered all the points. And if you want I can share the mock test link that I have gone through if you want, if this helped you in a bit. And all the best. Yep, there you go. Bye bye. Take care.